Star Wars Outlaws PC system requirements confirmed by Ubisoft. To run the Star Wars Outlaws PC requirements, you will need an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 GPU, an Intel Core i7-8700K CPU, 16 GB of RAM, and about 65 GB of SSD space. The official Star Wars Outlaws requirements have been released by the developers, and they are even higher than many originally anticipated. To say the least, you'll need a modern gaming rig in order to play this game at its best, and you may well need to upgrade your computer RAM if you've been coasting by on 8 GB until now. The Star Wars Outlaws minimum requirements will require an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 processor, an AMD RX 5600 XT graphics card, and 16 GB of RAM. This is quite a heft barrier for entry for laptops and computers that are more than 5 years old, and this level of hardware will only guarantee you 30 FPS on a 1080p monitor on the low graphics preset. Ubisoft has revealed system requirements for Star Wars Outlaws. To play the game at 4K 60 FPS, you'll need a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D/Core i7-12700K and a GeForce RX 4080/Radeon RX 7900 XTX and run the game with an AI upscaler of your choice. Moving up to 4K resolution and 60 frames per second, the requirements become even steeper. Players will need a CPU like the AMD Ryzen 7 5800X 3D or Intel Core i7-12700K, paired with a GPU such as the NVIDIA GeForce RX 4080 or AMD Radeon RX 7900 XTX. Yeah, these are definitely hefty. To snag 60 FPS on the high graphics preset and meet the Star Wars Outlaws recommended specs, you will need an NVIDIA GeForce RX 3060 GPU, an Intel Core i5-10400 CPU, and 16 GB of RAM.